Video editing softwares are too expensive. It's probably a phrase you've already heard before. Everyone thinks there's a right way to edit, and you probably think you need an expensive software and that editing is just putting clips together. But most of what you've heard is wrong. And in this series, I'm going to show you the biggest myths that hold editors back. And by the end, you'll know what matters, what to focus on, and how to level up your edits without wasting any time. And you might just realize that most of everything that you've heard about editing is wrong. So I made a poll about like 2 months ago asking you guys to give me common editing myths that most people believe. And by the way, if you want to be part of these videos, then make sure to interact with the polls in my community and make sure you're subscribed too. That's important. And so we've got a list of different myths that my community has gathered. We're just gonna list them out. And there's some crazy ones that are gonna lead to some pretty crazy takes. This is gonna be a yap fest, so you might want to go get your popcorn and sit tight because we're just gonna go on a massive rant. So the first one is your editing software is the reason your edits are better. Let me think for this one, because I know you CapCut editors are gonna come at me with like pitchforks or something. Something that I say on all of my videos is that your editing software is super important. And if you're only using mobile softwares, then you're gonna be limited to some of the features that mobile softwares have. And with this knowledge, you're basically nerfing yourself just because you don't want to switch to a different software. Maybe because you don't have the money to buy a different software. You don't actually need money to get the softwares, bro. Like, how are we gonna break it to you? And if you want to get it for free, you didn't hear from me, but yeah, hit me up on IG. Your editing software is extremely important. And if you want to get to those different levels, like all the big editors out there, you're gonna really want to think or consider learning a different software. So all you CapCut editors out there with your pitchforks, put the pitchforks down, okay? And just learn something for once. I had made a post not even 9 hours ago, and it's this image. No thanks, I'm a CapCut user, and you're just denying the brain. And everyone just got rage baited by it. And I'm low-key starting to think that this is real, bro. You guys need to lock in. I'm sorry, gang. Like, just learn a different software, and maybe people will stop treating you like shit. And so yeah, editing software is a very big reason as to why your edits are better. But at the end of the day, it's mostly the skill of the editor. The second editing myth is that having a trending song is important. Now, this is just not true. I mean, how many edits out there have gotten viral and that just have completely random songs? Low-key, most times edits are the ones that make songs viral. Yeah, I said it, and I'm gonna stand on that, bro. Like, sure, having a trending song is cool if you want to go viral, quote unquote, and get a bunch of views, but those views are not gonna stick around. They're just gonna watch your video, think it's cool, and then swipe away. But if you actually are making something really cool and unique with a nice song that matches the visuals, and bro, I don't know what else you're gonna be looking for. Like, you've got everything that you need. You could literally have an edit with Baby Shark playing in the background and it would just still get like 1 million views or something like that, bro. Like, it really doesn't matter, I'm telling you. The next editing myth is that the more subs you have, the better editor you are. Yeah, okay, we're getting into some dangerous territory right now, because like, if you actually believe this, you're just delusional, okay? You just need to go outside, touch some grass, and just breathe, okay? Having subs does not correlate to how good you are. Like, there's some people that make horrendous edits but still have a decent amount of following just because they just post a bunch of videos and they just have like a bunch of moods or whatever. But yeah, bro, there's just no correlation. Like, I shouldn't even have to say this. Let's move on. If you make good edits, then you get no views. That is so not true. Bro, how many insane edits have gone viral? And also, on the other side of the spectrum, how many terrible edits have gone viral? It really doesn't matter, bro. As long as you understand how the algorithm works. And that's literally the last video that I made. If you go watch that video, it explains why bad edits go viral. Like, it's not so much because of the editing quality. It's just because the bad edits just display an emotion better and they have just more enticing visuals. Because sometimes when you make good edits, editors seem to think that good edits mean a bunch of crazy effects, and those effects, they just overwhelm the viewer. But like, you cannot be making this correlation, bro. Like, you've got to have a pea brain if you truly believe that good edits get no views. But I feel like I'm gonna be offending so many people, bro. I actually don't care though, bro. Low key. Okay, next is that more is always better. All right, let me put it like this, right? If you eat more pizzas, is that better? Yeah, sure, it might taste good, but you're gonna get so fat. You're gonna get obese, bro. Like, more is just not better, bro. If you got like 100 overlays on the video, it's just gonna destroy everything and nobody's gonna understand what's happening. It's like those dumb brain rot memes where there's like 100 million things on the screen and you're expected to like understand what's happening. Like, bro, I just got here, bro. I don't understand, bro. I just opened the app. Like, do you want people to have like an epileptic seizure whenever they see your edit? It's like, no, bro. And with that being said, make sure to like and subscribe to help the channel out. You watching the entire video and leaving these comments about your experiences and opinions really make my day. And for those of you who want to quote unquote know how to not get AE, then go to my Instagram page, link in description, and make sure to follow me and like the post on the page so I can see your message. If you're watching these videos, it means you actively want to improve our video creation as a whole, whether it's edits, content creation, or anything that requires editing, which shows your determination to win in life. So thank you for being here. I appreciate every single one of you for rocking out with me, and let's get back into it. It's not about the app, it's about the editor. It's low-key true though. Like I was saying in the first one, some of the editors on CapCut are actually insane, and I'm not gonna lie, some of them are better than a small majority of After Effects editors. That glaze was looking crazy, but I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, there's some live motion editors that low-key, when you see what they've been doing, it's like there's no way you made that on mobile, bro. It's definitely not only about the app, it is about the editor as well. But there is still a sense that if you have a good editor on a good software, you're gonna be like godly level. But if you have a bad editor on a good software, it's gonna be terrible. If you use templates, that means you're a bad editor. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I agree 100%. It's a myth, and low-key I agree with this myth. I don't really care. This video is debunking myths, so I'm gonna have to counter this. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes if you just want to make something quick that is super cool, then using templates is fine. For example, if I recorded a vlog and I just wanted to post a cool little video of what I did in the day, and there's a template right there that I can use that can save me like a few hours of editing, why not? But now when you're using manga edits and just using the templates and calling yourself an editor and like almost demeaning other editors just because you're using templates, it's like, bro, we're gonna go back to this image again. No thanks, I'm a CapCut user. But it's okay, guys. I don't hate CapCut. I just need to say this in the video. And I don't hate you if you use CapCut either. VFX and motion graphics are the same as editing. I mean, it's similar, but it's just not the same. Like, motion graphics are completely different. It's still a part of editing, but it's not the same. Because, for example, in motion graphics, there's so many sub skills that you need to learn, and VFX as well. It's used in mostly movies and stuff like that, and like you have to sometimes go on Unreal Engine or Blender, and it's like it's different skills. It's like distant cousins where they're kind of the same, but they're different. Edits are easy to make. Yeah, pack him up, bro. Whoever said this, pack him up. Yeah, whoever told you edits are easy to make is crazy, bro. The amount of thinking you have to do, because even bad edits are still not easy to make. You have to be intentionally bad to make a bad video. You have to think of every single moving part on the screen, and you need to look exactly how you want it to look, and it needs to look cinematic and appealing to viewers. There's so many things that you need to think about. Yeah, there's no way on earth that edits are easy to make. Think of editing like a moving art piece. It doesn't get any better than that, bro. Ooh, this myth. Ooh, I need to debunk this one. Editing is for nerds and unathletic, unemployed people with a lot of free time. Well, I will agree with one thing. It's that you need a lot of free time if you want to be making edits, because it takes a long time, especially if you're going to be making something that lasts like a few minutes. But to say that editing is for nerds and unathletic, unemployed people, that's crazy. I mean, look at me, bro. I'm just too, oh my god, bro. Yo, that's glaze. Just because you sit at a desk all day doesn't mean you're unathletic. Actually, it does. Not everyone who edits is just a nerd, bro. Because you got to think about it, like most people that make content nowadays have to edit their own videos. So to say that like everyone who makes content is unathletic and unemployed it's a bit flawed. And finally, more effects equals a better edit. I mean, I said this before, like more is not better, bro. And I always say this in all my videos, less effects is better. When you have the ability to do everything, it's better to do nothing. Yo, I'm low-key on that like Sun Tzu type, bro. I'm low-key cooking with these quotes. If you want to kill the person, wait, where was I going with this? Yeah, never mind, bro. Yeah, more effects equals better edit is just a no. Now, this is every editing myth that we have so far. If you have any other editing myths that you think should be added, then leave them down in the comments down below. And I appreciate you guys for watching the full videos and subscribing. It means a lot. We're about to reach 5,000 subscribers, bro, so I appreciate y'all so much. And yeah, let's just keep it going, bro. Let's get to 10k by summer. Summer is like right around the corner, so I know we can do it. And if you watched the video all the way, comment down cheeseburger so I know that you watched the whole video, and sprint to success.